भन्नु चाहन्छु भन्दाखेरि म अब यहाँकै छोरी हो। अब छोरी भन्दाखेरि आमा हुँदैछु अब, तर पनि यहीँको अब बर्थ भएको, कालिम्पोङमै जन्म भएको, स्कुल पनि दार्जिलिङ सेन्ट्रल स्कुलमा पढेको, यहीँ हुर्केको। अब म चाहिँ आज तपाईँहरूको बिचमा आइरहेको छु। तपाईँहरूलाई थाहै छ कि अहिले हाम्रो सिक्योङको इलेक्सन चल्दैछ। अनि म चाहिँ अहिले इलेक्सन क्याम्पेन गर्नुको लागि तपाईँहरूको छेउमा आइरहेको छु। अन्त आशा गर्दैछु कि अब यहाँ त गान्तोकमा मिटिङ राम्रै भयो। अब दार्जिलिङ र कालिम्पोङमा पनि जानु पर्यो। सालुगढामा पनि मान्छेहरू भेटिसके, राभाङलाई पनि भोलि जाने हो। अनि तपाईँहरू चाहिँ अब आफैको क्यान्डिडेट तपाईँले को चुज गर्छ कि गर्दैन भनेदेखि यो तपाईँको अधिकार हुनुहुन्छ। अधिकार मात्रै होइन, यो तपाईँको रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी पनि हो डेमोक्रेसीमा कि यदि तपाईँलाई राम्रो सरकार चाहियो भने तपाईँले आफ्नो भोट चाहिँ राम्रो मान्छेलाई दिनु पर्यो। गलतलाई दिए भने गलत सरकार हुन्छ, भोलि बसी कराएर चाहिँ फाइदा हुँदैन भनेर चाहिँ म भन्नु चाहन्छु। सेकेन्डली के हुन्छ, अब राम्रो र नराम्रो त भन्दिनँ, अब बेस्ट क्यान्डिडेटलाई चुज गर्नुको लागि तपाईँले के गर्नुपर्छ भन्दाखेरि तपाईँले पनि आफ्नो समय अलिक निकाल्नु पर्यो। म जस्तै कोही पनि अहिले तपाईँहरूको अगाडि आयो भने तपाईँले चान्स दिएर हाम्रो कुरा चाहिँ एकखेप तपाईँले सुनेर अन्त केही तपाईँको क्ल्यारिफिकेसनहरू गर्नु पर्यो भने हामीले गर्नुपर्छ। जो भयो भने त्यस्तो गरेर एउटा राम्रो डिसिसन लिएर चाहिँ हेरेर डिसिसन चाहिँ लिनु पर्यो। अहिले हाम्रो आफ्नो देश तिब्बतमा हाम्रो आफ्नो मान्छेलाई भोट गर्नेको राइट छैन। तर अहिले हामी जहाँ स्वतन्त्र देशमा छ, जस्तो भारतमा अहिले हामी भइरहेको छ, हेर्नुहोस् यस्तो हामीलाई सुविधै छ। अहिले परम पूज्य दलाई लामाको भी आशीर्वाद हो कि हामीलाई आफ्नो एक निवासित सरकारको, निवासित एडमिनिस्ट्रेसनको काम गर्नेको मान्छेलाई हामीलाई भोट गर्नेको अधिकार छ। यो चाहिँ हामीले एकदमै राम्रो गरेर चाहिँ युज गर्नु पर्यो भनेर चाहिँ म तपाईँहरू सबैलाई भन्ने हो। नमस्कार, थ्याङ्क यू।
Being the former Home Minister of Tibet in exile, the government, right? So you have worked as a government figure. So what kind of changes will happen in states like Sikkim and other places where there are Tibetan less in number? So what kind of changes will your government bring?
I would say in case of Sikkim in particular, I am very, very thankful to the government of Sikkim for having adopted what is called the Sikkim Rehabilitation Policy for Tibetan Refugees 2018, whereby some of the problems that were being faced by the Tibetan refugees who are living in the state of Sikkim has been addressed. However, as far as implementation of that policy guideline is concerned, I am of the information that it has the implementation process has not begun. So one of my first work would be to come here and request, appeal to the government and find such a way which is in accordance with the general policy of the state government, and complying with that, finding a way for the small Tibetan refugee community to be able to live in dignity and earn their livelihood. Is of two aspects, I would say. One major aspect would be, of course, addressing the freedom struggle of the Tibetan people and how I see we should be moving forward. And the second aspect of my manifesto covers those areas of, let's say, education, social welfare, and especially as a community, as a people in exile in one of the largest populated country, we have a challenge to be able to preserve our language, our culture, our identity. So therefore, my election manifestos are of two aspects, I would say.
About the Indo-Tibetan border issue, what are the things you are going to do to resolve the issue?
Yes, first of all, I think that all international relations, policies, even for a nation, the policies, decisions must all be based on truth, I believe. The basis should be truth. So taking from here, I would say that in history, there has been no Indo-China border. That is a myth, and that is a creation only after People's Republic of China invaded Tibet. So therefore, I always address to it as the traditional India-Tibet border. And I request everybody to do that, especially in the media.
And also, I believe you're the only female candidate as of now in the third term of Tibet in Exile election, right? So what kind of response are you getting from the people? And also, what message would you like to give?
Well, I think for a woman in any country, in any situation, in the society, in constitution, in law, a lot of problem has been solved where equality is granted. But yet, in reality, as we walk out of the house, we do have challenges at every step that we take. So therefore, as a woman candidate, I do believe that my challenge is a little larger than for others, because men doesn't have to work too hard to prove themselves. A woman has to work double the man to prove herself. And also, unfortunately, I have seen that in this age of social media where you can be faceless and make comments, not only in our case, but in other cases also, I've seen that people can be little, insensitive. Though, of course, I personally don't get affected, but physical, in a man, they don't worry about the age. In the case of a woman, even in politics, we see that they give you an early age retirement than to a man. And also, in many other aspects, I do believe that there are certain challenges, but yet at the same time, I feel extremely proud that compared to the nation which is occupying my country today, in the Chinese Communist Party, you almost see no women. And the process of election as such is not there. But even in exile, I, as a Tibetan woman, have the right and the privilege to be able to stand up and say, yes, I want to contest. So I feel extremely proud that we have such a great democratic system of the Tibetans in exile. Thank you.